Hi, I'm Bran, and I love When Calls the Heart.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like When Calls the Heart.
I'm Dan, and Ghost Jack lives, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Deck the Hallmark, but it's not just another episode.
It's not just another episode.
It's
This is the finale of the most watched When Calls the Heart season ever.
Wow. Is that true?
I believe so.
That is
Am I wrong on that?
amazing.
That can't be true.
Or maybe that's just since
No, the thing
they
is-
switched over
Maybe.
to the...
Yeah.
They said something like the ratings this year have been stronger than they have been, but I didn't know.
They just
exactly.
kind of make stuff up, though. I don't
Yeah.
believe any of those press releases.
You know what's funny? Like, Dan, I have no reason to think
No,
you're
I
not
don't-
wrong.
I just
but
was-
yeah, Bran, I feel like they're just making
I
stuff
just was
up.
throwing it out there. I mean, the idea that more people watch this in 2024 than they did in 2011.
No, it can't be
There's
true.
no way.
It's the most watched season of When Calls the Heart for females.
25 to 54.
Yes.
Living specifically in the left
Yes,
quadrant.
in Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley.
That's right.
It's huge. It's huge
Yeah.
there. Jax, you look like you are
dark.
not supposed to be talking to us right now.
And
Where are
just
you at?
In complete and utter darkness.
Are
No,
we
I
supposed to
tried get the
modulate
best-
your voice as well? Yeah. Is this like a does Ted have you in a secure location, or is this a secure location away from Ted?
No, it's definitely away from Ted. We are still not speaking, but I am in a hotel room in LA.
Yeah.
Just for fun. I'm not, being a mover and a shaker or anything. I'm just here for a wedding.
No, you're a
but
big shot. We talked about the
You big shot.
engagement plot earlier this week.
That's right.
We
We did
did.
talk about the engagement plot. Remember when you were in that?
It is. Actually, I did see Rachel Boston and her daughter yesterday. So I'm taking meetings.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
taking
saying?
meetings.
Like,
You're taking meetings.
yeah,
of course.
I'm taking meetings. We'll call it a meeting. No, apparently engagement plot is premiering on an app called Good TV. So that's nice for
Shout
me.
out.
It's not like I'll get any money from that, but watch it if you
There
haven't
you go.
already.
You don't get any residuals when
No, for TV. So for any of the TV movies, no.
Right.
Like, yeah. So no, you just kind of get what you get, and you don't.
and you
get
don't pitch a
upset.
fit, is what we say down here in the South.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
Oh, you get what
And
you
you don't
get, and
pitch
you
a
don't
fit.
pitch a fit.
That is
I
a very
love
Southern
that.
saying.
That's good.
Have
That's
you
good.
ever heard that one before?
I have heard that
Yeah,
one.
classic.
Yes. Jax, are you more Los or more Angeles? What would you say?
I would say more
I thought
Angeles.
so.
What about
Yeah,
you?
more Angeles.
I'm a
Yeah.
lost guy.
Yeah, you're definitely a Lost guy.
Yeah, he's the last guy. We're definitely Angeles.
Let us know.
Definitely.
deckthehallmark.com/vote. Let us know which you are more
Oh,
of.
get
Los
that back up and running.
or
Wow.
Angeles.
Interesting. I haven't heard that in years.
When Calls the Heart, season 11, episode 612, the finale. I said episode 612.
You have episode 6,
Watch what I
12,
can do.
18,
24, 30, 36, 44.
42.
That's where I always get tripped up.
On your multiplication tables. 6
I
times
guess 6
7.
times 7 just throws
6
me,
times 7,
man.
44. You've been saying it for years.
Gets me nuts.
That is a confusing one,
Thanks,
Bran.
Jax. What's the name of this episode?
Makes me want to be the one who it.
Okay.
You have to sing it every time.
Ooh.
What do you think the name of the episode is?
It doesn't that end with like start a new relationship?
That's right.
Yeah.
With you.
Right?
That's
Is
right.
that
I'll
what
show
it-
You
you.
guys are
Got
doing
it.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
No,
fine.
it's not that. It's not any of that.
fine.
Do you have a title? What do you think it is?
No, I actually don't know. I was just anding
Yeah,
Dan,
thank
but
you.
I forget what it's called. It's something that's like about pulling it all together, or all's well that ends well, or happily ever
I'll give you guys
after.
both a hint. One hint. Meatloaf.
Okay.
Ghost Jack's back.
Think it through. Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss a thing.
I would do anything for love.
Yeah, it's anything for love is the name of it. Yeah.
And the thing about it is
What's that?
I would.
Yeah.
However,
What?
won't do that.
I didn't think you would. I wouldn't push you on that.
I know. I won't.
What is it again?
I won't.
What is it that you won't do?
That.
Got it. June 23rd, 2024 is when it premiered. You're on follow. And it went a little something like this. Elizabeth spills the tea to Rosemary about the kiss, and she is so excited. Just then, Nathan knocks on the door and calls her beautiful. They kiss some more, and that's fun. She tells him that until they figure out a way to tell Lil Jack, they need to hold off on the kissy-kissy. Lucas is reading the morning papes. Hey, it's the papes here. And it doesn't look great for him. People are beginning to question whether or not he has what it takes to lead this area. Henry and Bill join him. That's exactly right. Henry and Bill join him at the table, and to let him know, hey, I'm sure all this is going to blow over. Lucas is not so sure about that. Lil Jack overhears Elizabeth and Nathan talking talking about going on a picnic together. He invites himself and Allie, so they're thrilled about that. Everyone is so excited about May and Frickham's wedding, but no one is more excited than Faith when Fiona comes back to town from Nashville. After giving little Jack riding lessons, Nathan tells Elizabeth that he wants to spend more time with him. How about that? Bill apologizes to Rosemary about, being a bad partner, and they agree to keep working on things together. They're a good team. Nathan and Allie are talking, and he tells her about him and Elizabeth, and she is pumped, I guess. Nathan, Elizabeth, Allie, Jack, they go out for that picnic, and afterwards, after Allie and Jack go out into the woods to pick berries, Elizabeth tells Jack that you're going to be seeing more of Nathan, and Jack is like, oh, cool, whatever you want to do, Mom. Fiona invites Faith to come back to Nashville with her, since they always need more doctors in Nashville. Gonna have to think about that one. That's a surprise to Faith. Just then, they get bad news. May's brother has been delayed. Is not gonna make it in time for the wedding. Cut back to Lucas. He's still moping around, being a little sad sack. Elizabeth and Nathan, they kiss some more. Insult to injury there for Lucas. So much kissing in this episode. Every scene, at some point, the two of them kiss. They both agree to share one secret about each other. She says that she once kissed a potato. He comes in a little bit harder and says, hey, I actually was planning on leaving town when I was falling for you. I didn't want to be around you anymore. And she says it's way more intense than the potato thing. How about this one for you? I never wanted you to be in town to begin with. I dreaded having a new Mountie in town because it would remind me of the fact that Jack is dead. So they have a good conversation with each other. Actually, I think it's good. They kiss and they say that they love each other. So that's good. It's wedding day, everybody. Frickham's missing, though. That's bad news. Lee and Rosemary work hard to fix it, and then they're going to try to figure out where they are. But then Frickham just ends up showing up anyway, so that's good. No problem at all. It's time for the wedding, and it turns out that Frickham was, one, getting a ring, and two, getting her brother. Yay! The wedding happens, and it is beautiful. Faith tells Fiona that she's not going to be able to go follow her back to Nashville, so that's too bad. Throughout this episode, Lucas has been kicking around the idea of his next new thing being a national park. He says that he is going to go back to Capital City to help get this national park idea up and running and ask Lee to come with him to Capital City, which causes Lee and Rosemary to say at the exact same time,
Wait, what?
I got the clip.
Oh.
Wait, what?
There it is. So May and Frickham, they drive off.
I thought you and me were supposed to.
It's okay.
I thought
and
you were building to that.
I know. And Nathan,
I thought we were in it together.
And Nathan takes Elizabeth's hand.
Stupid.
They hold hands. They kiss. That kiss is interrupted by Mountie Hargraves. And he says, I'm going to need to talk to you. And Nathan's like, yeah, no problem, man. And he's like, not you. I need to talk to Elizabeth about her late husband. And that, my friends, was When Calls the Heart, Season 11, Episode 12, Anything for Love.
But I won't do that.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this episode down here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about When Calls the Heart, the season 11 finale, Anything for Love. We're going to start with the hot take. It's where we share exactly how we felt about this episode. We don't hold back, and I will start with you, Jax. Jax, season finale, it's here. We watched it. What'd you think?
I do just have a humble request up top that we get Baby Jack to say, "You guys drinking lemonade." Can we get him on to say that?
Let's see what we can do. Pull some strings, see what happens.
You guys drinking lemonade. I've been thinking about it since this aired. Look, this was fun, you guys. There's a wedding. I love weddings, attending them, not planning them or getting married myself, as we all know.
The date's come and gone.
This was fun. The date's come and gone. Bramble
Uh-oh.
I was thrilled to see Fiona back in town. We'll go into it a little bit more later, but I think they were queer baiting me a little bit, but I was okay with it, of what was going on between Faith and Fiona. Like, I don't think there's actually anything going on, but they were giving me enough to think maybe there was. We got some drama and intrigue at the end. Bran, lots of kissing, big ones
lots of
for
big
you,
ones, yeah.
which is so exciting. I think Bill and Rosemary, the potential to team up again. He eats crow for what he's done. Is that a phrase?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, he eats crow. And overall, and exciting. Exciting is too strong of a word. Let me take that back.
Well, I was about to say, let's backtrack. Remember what you said last week. Last week was very exciting. A lot going on, Jax.
I think that much like the two of you, between the last 2 weeks, I was like, what the heck are they going to do in this episode? I had a good time. I thought it moved, and it did leave me wanting more for next.
Jax, how you doing?
So all in all, a pretty good season finale.
How you doing, Jax?
Oh my gosh, baby Jack, I've been waiting
You're
for you.
drinking lemonade? Nailed it. Hey, Jax, what'd you think of my performance this week?
I thought, baby Jack, this week your performance was incredible.
Thanks.
I thought you were the second best child actor on the show.
That means a lot.
Oh boy.
Listen, you liked when we went and picked berries? That was funny, right? How I waited and then I went.
Baby Jack,
that was funny.
You're notoriously cantankerous. She said you weren't the best child actor on the show.
I heard her.
You're
getting
just
back
letting
to
it fly.
No, I'm getting back to it.
Okay. All right. Because you seem very kind.
Did you
and
like the
sweet right now.
comedy? Did you like my comedy?
You know what? You really do understand comedy and know how to deliver a punchline.
Thank you.
Baby
All right,
Jack.
let's get back.
Where did you study?
Where did I study? You're asking me where I studied? Where did you study? To be out here giving me feedback.
There it goes.
Saying I'm
There
the
it is.
second, the second best
Yeah,
child
there it is.
actor.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Jax. Who do you think you are? I am.
Here's the thing, Jack. I think, Baby Jack, only 3 children give lines in this episode. So she's saying you were second of 3.
Rank them. Now, rank them.
Oh, boy. This is great. Because I think I know the order for Jax, but go ahead.
Lily.
You think Lily's better than me? You think Lily's better than me?
Baby Jack.
It's because she's a girl, right?
You're not.
Guys these days, white guys like myself,
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
they don't get any
Can't
more
catch a
respect.
breath. Yeah.
I don't get any respect anymore. I got to work twice as hard
Yeah.
to get the
Yeah.
respect that Lily's getting
That's
from
right.
you.
Yeah.
Even though I say way more.
That's right.
Oh, wait, do you have Lily? No, I have to say, Baby Jack, Lily has a lot of really
Lily has
good
a lot of
comedic
lines
timing
in
in
this
this episode.
episode.
She was kind of
Baby
killing
Jack.
it. Sorry, Baby
Whatever.
Jack.
I asked her out.
What did she say?
All right. It's getting weird.
I don't want to talk about it.
Probably good.
I don't want to talk about it. Might be why I'm mad, though.
Yeah. Hey, but you're still better than Allie, according to Jack. So good.
Well, no, but Allie is a young woman,
She's
so
a
is she a child actor?
Yes, she is.
Oh, is she?
She's under 18. She's a child actor.
Well, I think Jada is a fabulous
There it
actress,
is.
but like these kids
Here
are
it
so
comes.
little and
Let her down easy. Nice job, Jax.
All right, guys, I got to go. I'm mad. Bye.
bye,
See you,
Baby
Baby
Jack.
Jack.
Oh gosh,
That was
I love you. I'm
tough.
sorry. I feel like I messed
Yeah.
that
It
up,
did
Baby
seem
Jack.
like you messed up.
If he was real, that would have crushed him.
Whoa. What are you talking about? So this episode is
Not good.
Well, it's just that last week, comparatively, last week was so exciting. There was so much going on last week. And that's why I always have a hard time with these huge, and When Calls the Heart's notorious for this, like these huge penultimate episodes and then these finales that kind of linger until the end, and then they give you a cliffhanger that ultimately results in nothing.
Correct.
And so, we could be leading into something huge. Now, I've seen the quotes. I've seen that Jack is not coming back to the show. They've said it. Jack is not coming back. Jack is not coming back. They've lied before. They're liars. And so we got a lot at the end of this episode. Even the line like, "You're late. I got to talk to you about your late husband." I don't know. It seemed very interesting. A lot to investigate. And it could be leading into something interesting. What I don't really care about, I don't care about the national park storyline. I'm happy that, May and Frickum are married, but like whatever. But what we lacked in action and moving things along, we gained in kisses. Nathan and Elizabeth are definitely making up for lost time. They kissed a ton in this episode. And so if that's what you're here for, if you're Team Nathan and all you've been wanting for so long is for them to kiss, well, this was the episode for you. Enjoy it. There was a lot of kisses in this episode. But overall, a little bit of a tame episode, especially compared to last week where it was nonstop action. So, Dano?
I feel like the finales of recent years of When Calls the Heart have felt more like premieres. Like they do more to set up and like not in a grand, like last week's episode, say what you will, start to finish was doing everything the show should have been doing all along. Like everything is decided in that episode. And then in this episode, it centers around a wedding of two people who are so far down the call sheet, it's hard to see them. I get it. If you like Hickam and Maysu, great. But most people, I don't know of a single person I know, aside from Jacklyn Collier, that is watching this show, in early, if not first on the list, would be Ben Rosenbaum. Like, he's great. I'm not here to say Maysu and Hickam aren't great. What I'm saying is that this episode would have been a nice kickoff to season 12, right? Like this wedding of two characters that are on the periphery. That makes a lot more sense. Instead, it just kind of moseys along. Nothing else really happens. Nathan and Elizabeth kiss a bunch. Maysu and Hickam get married. It's romantic a little bit, whatever. And then the end of this episode, they try to make it mean something. And I need to remind you of something. At the end of last season, before we give them any credit, which both of you guys did, at the end of last season, Gowan, who has been an absolute useless character all season long, goes to Abigail's house, knocks on the door opens, and then nothing with that happens all season.
She is as fine as she's ever been, though. Those are his words, not mine.
But literally, that plot point has no bearing on the next season. None. Zero. So before everybody starts getting all worked up about this, next year when the premiere happens and they go in and they go, "We found his hat." And then they hand Elizabeth Jack's hat, and then we continue to go about our boring lives here in Hope Valley. And don't you complain. It is what you've set yourself up for. That is what they do. Don't act like this is going to be... Look, nobody wants Ghost Jack more than me. Nobody wants real Jack. If real Jack walks through that door, so help me. It's not happening, gang. They've done this before. They're giving you something they know they don't have to fulfill. They're promising you something they know they don't have to fulfill. They're going to walk him into the room. They're going to be like, "We found out there's foul play. Gary did it." That's what they're going to do. There's not going to be any sort of anything with it. And then we're going to move along with whatever's next in this godforsaken show. That's what's going to happen. Boring episode of television. Unfortunate that last week wasn't the finale. Hated it. Thanks, Bram.
No, Dan, I do have to say, I think you hit the nail on the head with, two things. It felt like a premiere of a season, yes. And also, I think you're absolutely right. It's going to be something like the hat. It's not even going to be like someone's responsible for his death, because that would stir up too much drama. It's going to be something like the hat.
It's the hat. Or we found a note from Jack. And then Daniel Lissing reads it. And he's like, I'm here dying. I'm in a cave and I'm using my last breaths to write this to say, there's a new Mountie coming to town. stunningly good-looking man by the name of Nathan Grant. I think you two would hit it off. And I'd stay away from people named Lucas. Even if you think Lucas is the one, he's not the one.
Even if there's a group of people.
Signs, Jack.
Even if there's a group of people that might think that Lucas is far superior than Nathan.
That's right.
And even if sometimes those people might say that Nathan looks like a skeleton with his shirt off. Don't believe him. Nathan is for you.
That's right.
Oh,
He's going to be a guy. There's going to be fish. Don't listen. It's not about the fish.
Not about the fish.
I do love how this fandom, who I think is a generally very kind fandom, can look at these two objectively gorgeous men and say all these awful things about their physical appearance. Stop it, you guys.
Get out of here.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
I don't get it. I can't believe Elizabeth would ever.
Yeah.
She would never.
Goodness me.
Let's get to all the feels. So we're talking about what this episode gave us feels.
Okay, so Krakow absolutely, again, killing it in the scene when she and Nathan are talking about their secrets. This is probably one of my favorite Erin Krakow acting moments ever in the series. I think she's doing what she does best, and she is soaring beyond belief. It makes me want to watch her on stage do Chekhov. And that for me is like the highest compliment you can give. So yes, Krakow, you're incredible. My second big feel is Lily. I mean, you guys, she's not just doing little sound bites here.
We get it. God.
She's filming these long stretches of scenes that kind of look more like it's a play or like she's on stage. Like she's having to do this all the way through, and we don't see that from child actors in the show.
Did you notice, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Lily, even though I'm about to, whenever she's acting, they only have her face on camera when she's delivering her lines, because they have her face on camera once in this episode, and she's mouthing everyone else's lines, and it's adorable.
Yeah, it is.
It is the best thing Lily's ever done in this show. I was like, that is great. I know you're not supposed to do that. I know that means you're not a seasoned veteran, but how old could she be? 4, 5?
She's so little, you guys. She's
tiny,
5, probably, right?
She knows every line of dialogue in the script for that scene. Sweet girl. Great job. Great job.
I have to say, Dan, yes. I just love this little girl. Like, I just think that she's gonna be, I think she's so adorable. I think she tries so hard. And I think she really is developing into quite an incredible actress. And then
do you think you could be a better mom to her than Faith?
Oh my God.
Oh, genuinely? Yeah, absolutely. There's hands down. Like, I think I would talk to her a little bit more realistically.
Okay,
like,
sure.
less like, hey, this is what we're going to do kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're doing a great job, Faith. But I think that I could do better.
There you go. How about that?
Faith and Allie really at the bottom of the barrel there for Jax this week.
And then, no. And then my final feel. Now we're going into fan fiction here, but let me tell you what this means to me. There is this Tennessee Williams play called Something Unspoken about two women who are just deeply in love with each other and they can't say anything. So this is like a mashup of, it's not really fan fiction because I didn't make it up, but it's Tennessee Williams meets When Calls the Heart.
Wow.
So I want you to picture, I think that this would be Fiona saying this to Faith. Okay. This isn't going to be that long, but like just take yourself in this. Okay. You say there's something unspoken. Maybe there is, I don't know. But I do know some things are better left unspoken. And I know that when a silence between two people has gone on for a long time, it's like a wall that's impenetrable between them. Maybe between us, there is such a wall, one that's impenetrable. Or maybe you can break it. Yes, she can break it. They can break it and they can be together in Nashville being suffragettes and raising Lily together.
That's Jacklyn Collier, everybody.
That's good.
Man.
Impenetrable is a hard word for me.
No, it was just Skype. It was Skype. It was just Skype breaking up.
It was a Skype.
Yes, of course.
But guys, don't you think that maybe you guys will get to it in your fields? Did you think that they were trying to make it seem like there was something there? Like, I mean, Kayla Wallace is such an incredible actor that like her coming back, it just felt like it meant more.
I think we all miss Kayla Wallace. She was probably the best actor on the show. She left. And it was nice to have her back. That's easily my feels. And I did think that I think what you said is probably closest. It was a question. It was not even a hint of, it was a question of, is this romantically charged? And it was just enough to be interesting. And then,
I mean, she asked her and only her
to move back to
Nashville.
So yeah, but that was easily my feels for this episode. The rest of it, ugh.
You know, I get the honor, the privilege of watching this here program with my best friend Dan every week, and you know, it's always my feels getting to watch it with Dan because it is a great time, and I wish everybody could experience what I get to experience every week watching this show with Dan, and I hope it never ends. I hope this show goes on forever and ever, so that I can experience watching this show with my best friend Dan.
How dare you?
Every single week until Jesus Christ himself comes back. We'll be right back here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. There's a lot of stuff.
What is it, Wednesday?
Yes, there's a lot of stuff on a Wednesday that can maybe make it to where it's not a good day. And I just want to say I hope you are having a good day. And if you're not having a good day, take the rest of the day off.
Take the day.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
It is time for...
Wait, what?
It's the part of the show where we talk about what this episode made us say.
Wait, what?
Jax.
Bran, you're good at that stuff. I liked that. I liked that little addition.
Wait,
that
what?
In there.
I'm lonely.
I'm sure that you guys will get into the frickum of it all and him leaving and all that. So I'm just gonna do one.
I'm lonely.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. So when Allie is having the conversation with Dad, with Nathan, about he and Elizabeth dating, sure, I totally believe that she would know that they're a couple and she's been shipping them for a while. That's fine. But when she says, was this picnic just supposed to be the two of you? I was like, what? He's given you no indication of that. You'd have to be a literal psychic. And it made absolutely no sense to the point that, like, I weirdly got angry about it. I was like, this is utterly ridiculous. And you're making her be, like, too grossly precocious here. Like, the couple thing was cute. I'm glad that she knows that, but that just seemed too, like, I know what's going on, and I didn't like it, and I was like, wait, what?
No, I'm with you. It's like, how old is Allie supposed to be? Because this is like something that you would need the intuition of having been around, like really, really intimating what's going on there. Like, she does 99% of the work here to find that out, and it was bad.
Yeah, as somebody who has to do 99% of the work to understand Dan most of the time, I get it. I get it. Sometimes you have a gift.
That's right.
And I have that gift.
That's right. I don't know high art like Tchaikovsky.
That's exactly right. Jax, do you have anything else?
No, I feel like you guys are going to cover.
I want to talk quickly about Frickham's wedding party. Because,
please,
first of all, I didn't know he had friends.
This is the biggest one of the episode.
I want to talk through his wedding party. It's 3 people. 1, Lee. Makes sense.
Lee's going
to be in every wedding.
He's best man alive.
Yes.
It's just normal.
Next, Bill. I didn't know.
Bill Avery was up there?
No, who?
No, Lucas.
Lucas. Sorry. Yes,
Lucas.
Talk about a laugher.
And I didn't know. I know that.
How many Lucas Hickam scenes do we get?
Frickham's been, bartending for a while,
the Queen of Hearts with
and
Lucas
so
gone.
I'm sure there were a lot of times that they hung out that we didn't know about, and so maybe.
Tough stretch.
His best man is Fiona, and not only did I not know that they were friends, I didn't know they were best friends.
Yes.
I didn't know. Did you know, Jax?
Okay, so actually, Bran, I agree with you that the party confused me, but actually the only one that made sense to me was Fiona.
Really?
They were really good friends.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember thinking originally, oh, they're going to put them together. And then I was like, no, they're both gay because, of course, I'm hoping they're gay. So, no, they've always had like a connection.
Thank you.
So, I actually did buy that. But Lucas and Eve, I know Lee is Lee, but yeah, no, I thought the rest of the party was ridiculous. She's the only one that made sense to me.
I mean, maybe it's that I don't think about Frickum ever. And so maybe I just forgot that they had
I
scenes
just want to
together.
be clear, though. This show took its finale and they centered it around a character that is not Lee, Rosemary, Elizabeth, Lucas, Nathan, Gowan, Bill Avery. Like, where are we at this point? Like, Faith, Ned, Florence. Like, we are.
Ned and Florence have already had their wedding episode.
We're at least 7 characters before you would mention Hickam and Maysu. So it's not fair to ask the viewer to care. Like, that wedding party was bonkers.
The one good thing is that there's no other couple to marry before Nathan and Elizabeth. We've got them all out of the way.
Yeah.
And so it's the only one that could possibly happen next. So there's that. So we've talked a lot about
Lucas,
the fact
Fiona.
that
Thank you. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you have it. Sorry, go ahead.
that'd be wild. You talked a lot this season, Dan, about why is Lucas not in Capital City? Why is he here? Why is he never back in Capital City? And now they have this idea of National Park. And Lucas is like, well, I have to go back to Capital City for this. Like, this is the thing
It's on my list.
that's going to take me back to Capital City. Okay, maybe. It's messed up, man, to ask Lee to come with you to Capital City
Yes, it is.
for this
Yes, it
job
is.
when you've proven that you can do your job here at Hope Valley. So to ask this guy who has a baby at home, who's obviously spread too thin to begin with, despite what he says, to come to Capital City with you, the correct response was, in fact,
Wait, what?
that was the correct response.
Yes, it was.
Because it's a wild move. It's messed up. You can do your job from here. Why not just come and do the thing here if you really want Lee? Because to ask him to come to Capital City with you is messed up. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Dano?
Elizabeth knows how to ride a horse. Yeah, correct.
I think so.
We've seen her ride a horse successfly so many times. Why can she not even enter the arena while Jack is being taught how to ride a horse? Why does she have no ability to do anything other than smile and say good job? What about Bill Avery and Nathan Grant allows them to teach baby Jack to ride a horse? And Elizabeth looks like she's never even seen a horse before. I don't understand. She is so befuddled by horses.
The whole valley is a magical world where, things don't happen the way that they actually happen in history. But even for Hope Valley, a woman teaching horse riding, that's too much. That's too far-fetched.
We joke, but of the things that probably would happen in Hope Valley, a woman teaching horseback riding to her own child would be a lot more likely for it to happen than the melting pot that they've created. But they've created this wonderful melting pot, and instead, Elizabeth is like, horse, I don't even know what that is. Oh my gosh. Like, what is she doing?
I'm just a girl.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness you're teaching him. He needs somebody to teach him how to ride that old pony.
Well, and honestly, Dan, all they need to do to fix that so that we can have Bill and Nathan teaching them is her saying something like, about why she thinks it's better if he doesn't learn from her.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's all you need if you want that plot line to work. But like you said, her pretending like she doesn't even know about horses.
But she's been riding a horse since the first season of this show.
Oh.
She has over a dozen years of horseback riding experience, and that was before they had cars. So that's the only way you could get anywhere. It is not like it is this a man's world, a man's got a blah, blah, blah. That's the one thing in this show that you would say, no, women in 1990, women, if a single mother had a son, she wouldn't be like, help, I need a man. Like if she'd been riding a horse for 20 years, she'd just be like, this is how you ride a horse.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Bill's given up on his
Bill
days.
is done. He's done.
I provided the horse. I taught him twice. I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got a wedding party to be a part of.
People are calling for Lucas's resignation,
Yes.
and they are right. He should resign. Number one, he's never at Capitol. Literally, like I know every time there's a president, the other political party tries to make a deal about how they're always gone. Like George W. Bush is in Texas again, or Donald Trump's playing golf again, or Joe Biden's at the whatever. Like they do that. It doesn't matter. Lucas is never there. He's not in Capital City. He should resign. And the thing he went to do, he didn't do. And he also did a bunch of things that were under the table and shady. And the person that almost murdered him, he was kind of in cahoots with. He should resign. He should resign. 100%. Instead, he's trying to rope his boy Lee into coming back to Capital City with him. And he's reading the paper every chance he gets and getting angry about it. I don't know. This character, the thing about that character that's so infuriating is that he was a good character. And I'm going to throw Gowan in there because that's another one of my wait what's. Gowan actually was actually in my valley for the end. I guess I'll save Gowan for that.
Okay.
Lucas was an interesting character who was like, he never fully like showed his hand and he was always planning something. And that made him interesting. It made him more intriguing than a lot of the characters on the show, at least in my opinion. This season, he's just been bad at his job, and that's unfortunate. And then lastly, there's a weird scene with Nathan and Elizabeth where let's say our deepest, darkest secrets, or let's say the most embarrassing story or something. I don't remember the tagline. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was we're going to both share a secret.
A secret.
A secret.
Any secret. You can pick any secret. And Elizabeth's like, I kissed a potato. Womp womp. Look at me. Why isn't that stupid? Any rational human being that wants to continue dating this woman would quick, Omaha, audible out of the I almost left town because I loved you so much story. Like as soon as you hear that she's leading with I kissed a potato, bro, you just make something up. You don't say that thing. You don't make it really weird and awkward and say that thing. And I can't believe they went forward with that as written on the page. There you go.
It is time for Hopes and Valleys. This is where we talk about what in this episode gave us hope for the future and or is bumming us out. Jax, what are you looking forward to? Any big, bold predictions for season 12?
12. You got
it? No, I mean, I think my hope is also my valley. I basically want to see what's going on in Nashville, and I don't think we're going to have a glimpse of that at all. But I'm so intrigued about what's happening there. And I guess another hope is that Rosemary, maybe if Lee is out of town in Capital City, maybe that's where it's going, then that opens up storylines for Rosemary and Bill to partner up for more investigations.
I like that.
Yeah.
My hope is that we kick off the season of 12.
Kick off the season of 12.
Yes, and let's get to work. Let's propose in episode
We
1.
did this last year.
Let's
anyway.
propose in episode 1. Let's marry by the end of the season.
Last summer we did the
I
same
believe
thing.
in us. I believe in us. I believe
I don't.
in Elizabeth and Nathan's ability to have a quicker engagement and wedding that maybe rivals the speed of May and Frickum. Can we just rival it? Can we rival the speed of May and Frickum? That's all I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for.
We've been doing love triangles season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Can we
11,
do it?
12. 7 seasons.
Yeah, and listen.
Ain't rivaling no speed there.
I hope that we get Ghost Jack, and I hope that, and I hope that this thing that this Mountie is going to tell her is something that is substantial and gives us something to run with. It's just I worry
J in there for Jack. That's how you know it's his.
Because of their track record.
Hope you cherish it forever.
With cliffhangers.
I'm out of here.
I worry that it's going to be a nothing burger. It's
It's
going
a
to
hat.
be James Brolin walking off the stage
Oh,
situation.
don't even get me started.
But maybe, listen, maybe. Dano?
Yeah, my hope is, I guess, Ghost Jack. the faint hope that we get some sort of weird. The best would be Jack still alive. That is the ultimate. Like, Pearl Harbor's a terrible movie. It's a terrible plot line. Kate Beckinsale, Josh Hartnett, Ben Affleck. But this show deserves that plot line, and I'm here for it, and I would love to see it. But that's not going to happen. My Valley's Gowan. Easily the most interesting character consistently over the 11 years of When Calls the Heart has been Henry Gowan. No question about it. He was the villain, killed a bunch of people, became a redemptive arc, maybe had some chemistry with Abigail. They wasted him this season. It was just, he could have not been in the show, and aside from maybe one scene, the show would have been the exact same. I can't get over how bad they treated him. So,
Oh, that's right. She already does have Jack's hat because Baby Jack wears it.
don't ruin the hat. It's just a thing. Yes, yeah, she might already have his hat. Well, what if they brought her in and they're like, turns out that's not Jack's hat. This
Turns
is
out
Jack's hat.
what if they're like, what if they
We
just
gave her
say,
the wrong. We gave you Jerry's hat. This is Jack's. There's two J's.
what if
but
he
this
says
is
we
Jay.
gave you the wrong hat? We actually
Man,
don't know where his
we don't
hat
know where
is.
his hat is, so we don't know where he is. Jack lives. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. That's all I got. They ruined Gowan somehow.
It's time for What's Calling My Heart. It's where people can email in hello@dickthehomer.com, something that's calling their heart, making them happy, bringing them some joy, and then we'll read it on the air.
Yeah.
Final one of the season.
That's right. Email us, hello@dickthehallmark.com. Tell us what's calling your heart. This is from Emily Petraglia. We know her as Mrs. Walker around here. Hi, all. Do you know what's calling my heart? It's the sounds of summer. I'm so looking forward to being outside with the warm sunshine with no worries. Now, we're in the middle of a heat wave, and I'm kind of over it. But Emily, I believe, is from Wisconsin.
I'm already ready for winter.
So she is probably, summer is probably great in Wisconsin. Listen. Oh, Chicago? My bad. We saw her in Wisconsin.
We
but
met
she's
her.
from Chicago. Yes. Listen all that cooling breeze, the birds singing in the swaying trees, dim a splashing in the crashing sea. It's the sounds of summer. That may be a song lyric. I don't know it. Do you know it? I don't know it.
It sounds familiar.
Nope. Nobody?
Okay.
But
It's catchy though,
but
Emily.
those cicadas, you're not looking forward to hearing them taking over the world and ruining it for everyone. They just should go extinct.
Okay.
All right. Coming in
Is that
hot.
also a part of the song?
In all honesty, I'm looking forward to traveling and seeing my friends in, that Greenville at this thing called Bramblefest. Tickets on sale now, unless already sold out, then you're definitely missing out. Also, the dish list is calling my heart. I got a craving for all things cereal and think everyone should have a bowl each day. Well, that's all for now. I'm going to put the dish list on repeat now. Take care all and see you soon. Mrs. Emily Walker.
There
Thank you
you
so
go.
much, Emily.
There you go, everybody.
That's right. We did
Another
it.
season, dead and gone. We did it.
Yeah, and I for one am okay with cicadas. I want to be that. I want on the record. That's
Wow.
That does not reflect the opinions of Deck the Hallmark situation.
Jax, it was great hanging out with you again. I can't wait for you to come to Greenville. It's going to be so much fun.
I am so excited to see you guys for our escape room, to hang out with all the double deckers. I'm ready.
It'll be
Love
great. Until next time, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.